Good afternoon. How many of you have seen this page? आप में से कितने लोगों ने इस पेज को देखा है? Okay. So this is the main page for English proficiency program. Okay. And the course which we are starting today is here. We will go there soon, and this is additional information for online participants. Okay. So this will open a new window. This is not for the people who are present here, but this is for all those online participants in different places of the country who are accessing the course through internet. And we go to this course. This is the notice of the course and the details of how to register and what will be the agenda and so on. Now, agenda is something which today we will consider in detail, and for that we come back, and what we will do in the course and completely, I mean always, is that we will maintain updates of the course, the progress of the course at one particular site, so that we do not have to send lots and lots of emails to you. So we urge you to look up this particular file called EPP course updates.html. That is right now here itself in this place. So till now we have maintained the updates, and these letters may be small, but typically you will be accessing it from your own desktop or laptop. So there it will not look so small. That is why we did not take special care to make it large. Okay? Because we know that through 1 year we will fill a lot of things on this page. Okay? So 8th November we conducted TOEFL both in the classroom and online, and the results of that have been declared on 22nd. Okay, within 2 weeks, and this is the one which we conducted online here in lecture hall complex, and this is the one which we conducted in the classroom here in lecture hall complex, and this is the online. The question paper is almost same except for some difference. Okay, and the result of that together was declared on 22nd November. And our idea of running the course is always to conduct a test in the beginning, but unfortunately what happened is that very few people turned up for the test, and a lot of registrations have taken place after that test, and the registrations are still continuing, and we have decided that all those people who register within December, they will be included in this course, in this round of the course, and those who register afterwards, they will be asked to wait when we start the next round. Okay. And today is the first meeting of the course, in which we will be discussing the action plan and something called the course diary and initiation of module 0. And module 0 classes will continue till 30th of December, all working days, Monday to Friday, 3 to 5, right in this classroom. Okay. And now we take you to the course diary to outline what we will be doing through 1 year. And that course diary is here. That is, after English, you have EPP course updates.html, that was that update file, in which we will just maintain 1 line, 2 line description of what is taking place, what is happening in the course. And in this entire directory, you see EPP course diary / that means inside that there is a complete network of files, okay, which together give you the entire course material. Whatever we display here on the screen will be in this. Last time also, when we offered the course online through NPTEL, we were maintaining one such course material directory called PELT diary. Okay. So in that diary file we used to put all the things, all our material, so that any participant whenever needed can access the source files. And the other purpose of that was and still is to make the entire material available to any teacher who, even though she did not attend the course, if she wants, she can go through the material and emulate the entire course in her classroom, in her school. So therefore, we keep the entire material available for public openly. You see, ours is not a commercial organization, we are an academic institution. So our interest is not to run our show. I mean, if somebody says that, hey, you people have done a very stupid thing, you have put all your material in the net, and therefore I am downloading all those things from the net and learning without attending your course, bypassing your course altogether, we say congratulations to you, we like it, we want that to happen. Okay? So when 1 million teachers from 1 lakh schools of the country do that, our program would have succeeded. Okay? So that is the whole idea. So please bypass us. So all those great teachers who would like to bypass us, take our material on the sly and use them in their classroom, we love them. Okay? So that is our position. So that is why we are keeping the entire material on the net. Okay? Fine. So let us go to the course diary. What we will do? There is a little prologue of who should take this course. Okay. So this is the same prologue of the course which was given for the publicity of that NPTEL course which we gave during July to September. Okay. So this is a video which you can see sometime at your leisure. I am just opening it and closing it. It is a very small video, 2 minutes, but it will not open actually. It will take a lot of time to open. So we continue. Okay. So this is in YouTube. So this can be seen at leisure. So this is the same opening advertisement which was given in the NPTEL site for the publicity of this course. You cannot hear it, of course. So our design of the course from now onwards, and this complete design was not so much in our agenda during the NPTEL round, because in that we could not get all the factors of the program in our hand, so that we run it the way we think it should be run. Okay. For example, that course was only for 2 months duration, and within 2 months it is very difficult to start from scratch and develop a good background of English. That is not possible. For that purpose, we are supposed to send our children to school in 10 years, for 10 years. Okay. So if the school does not do a good job at it, then somebody wants to improve his English when he is adult. Okay. And then we say that within 2 months we finish the whole thing. That is simply not done. I mean, human beings with their effort, with their power can do a lot of things, but magic human beings cannot do. Okay. So we really cannot do magic. Okay. And those poor people, they also cannot do that. Okay. But then within 2 months we had to do that. So we at least got the whole thing planned and recorded and properly in one place. And that is why now we can run the entire course in a systematic manner, in a planned manner, for a complete 1 year duration. And in that 1 year duration, our first point is the test of English as a functional language. You see, there is a famous test called test of English as a foreign language. Okay, so this is not that. This is test of English as a functional language. By that we mean that we emphasize on the practical aspect of English as used. Okay. So we are trying to teach people English not as a literature course, but as a medium course. So, by learning English through our course, we expect a participant to get that kind of background with which he or she can manage all her own affairs in a modern society, in her or his profession and work, and in the society. Okay. So, that is why the course name is also practical English, learning and teaching, okay, not scholastic. So, in that sense it is practical teaching, not scholastic, not literary. And we say learning and teaching. Why so? Because the entire theme of EPP course has been developed in such a manner that through that, on one side somebody can improve his English, on the other hand somebody else who is a teacher, through this same course she can develop an idea about how English should be taught to people whose first language is not English. Right now, how English is taught in school? I mean, in those schools in which it is taught at all. Okay. So, we were given a textbook when we were children. We were given a textbook, in that there used to be a few stories and some essays and some poems, and then at the end of every story or essay or poem there used to be some questions, some fill in the blanks, some grammatical items, and along with that a grammar book used to be there. You read it and get the answers of those questions, and when the exam time comes, out of that whatever you remember you write, whatever of that turns out to be right, correct, you get the marks, and we used to get 70 marks, 80 marks, 72 marks, 84 marks, so we were happy. But that way we did not learn English. Okay, we did not learn English like that. Like that nobody can learn any language. We can write it and sign it. Okay. So, how English should be taught to people whose first language is not English, okay, who are not using English all the time in their homes, in their playgrounds, in the marketplace and so on. So, we are trying to demonstrate that. Okay. So, that is why it is learning and teaching. So, you go through the course for learning English or improving your English, and you also can go through the course in order to develop an aid for teaching English, okay, whether to your students in school or whether your children at home, does not matter, same thing, okay. The scale will be different. So, our first step is a test of English language as a test of English as a functional language, and the way we have designed the test, it is not objective, it is not multiple choice, it is something in which proper things have to be written, okay, so that just by guessing C and B you cannot handle this, okay. Though this is mechanical enough that if needed we can conduct it for 1000 people and grade it and get the result within 2 weeks, okay, that is possible. That is the way the test has been structured. And one thing is very sure, that the test is out of 60 marks, one thing is very sure, that if somebody really knows very good English, it is possible for her to score above 50. We have tested it and found that several of the people in our team got 52, 53, 56, 58 like that, okay. So, we have done a thorough job at it. So, among 9 people we settled that 3 people set one question paper and keep it private from other 6 people, 3 people set another question paper and the remaining 3 people set a third question paper, and the question paper set by these 3 people are attempted within a span of half an hour by the remaining 6 people, and then we properly correlated the results. So, in our team several people got A grade, okay. So, that means in our team the people have good English, okay. So, I was quite satisfied. Okay. On the other hand, if somebody does not know English properly, then it is not possible for him to score a very high marks, okay. So, if somebody scores above 40, we know that his English is not very bad, it is okay, okay. So, like that. So, the test is quite representative, and that is why in this same pattern we are going to conduct a test at the beginning of every course and once in a while during the course, in between, so that in a, of course, the course itself will have a lot of evaluation processes, but in between at the same benchmark we would like to test how much improvement has taken place. What is the TOEFL score? Okay. So, our ultimate objective benchmark test will be TOEFL always. Okay. So, if this year somebody has scored C in TOEFL and next year around this time he takes TOEFL again and scores B, then we will be pretty sure that she has improved her English by a significant amount. Okay. So, that is the plan. And after that, our plan was also to identify those people who score TOEFL score D and C. Okay. And for those people, it is advisable that before jumping into the actual course, which starts from here, from 1st January onwards, they should be given a primer which is module 0. Okay. And that is what we are going to start immediately. So, I am coming to this module 0 later, and as I have written here, module 0 is essentially a primer for the main course and not an integral part of the course. The course consists of modules 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, module 1 is actually not difficult. Okay. Module 1 is actually easy, but you see, whatever was originally supposed to be done in 10 years, even in this mode we are trying to do it in 1 year, and that means module 1, though simple, is delivered at a fast pace. Okay. So, whatever rough background was perhaps planned over 2-3 years, we are going to do in 2-3 months. So, module 1 is not difficult, it is simple, it is easy, it is actually very easy, but the pace at which we operate, that pace some people find difficult. And how they find difficult, what is the result of that? When the assignments they submit and the classwork that they do, they make innumerable number of mistakes because of the bad habit. Okay. So, you see, over 10 years of schooling, people develop a lot of mistakes. Okay. So, in order to reduce the number of such mistakes and to make people friendly with an environment of learning English all over again. Okay. See, whatever was easy to learn when we were 10 years old is now not so easy to learn. Okay. And for example, if you try to learn bicycling when you are 45 years old, it is going to be really quite difficult stuff, but all of you or most of you have learned it in your childhood very happily. Okay. So, that happens. So, in order to get those people again back to an English learning mode, we need to give some practice sessions, and that is module 0. It is very easy, done in a repetitive pattern following business, and through that our expectation is that people will develop that kind of currency, after which module 1, module 2 will go like this. Okay. So, that is the idea. So, module 1 onwards, what we will do, let me quickly summarize that, and then we will come back to module 0. Module 1 will start from 1st January, which is a Friday. Okay. So, Friday 1st January we will upload, actually this is the course diary, this is the diary file. Okay. This file will be maintained like this, and lots of things will be filled up through 1 year. So, on Friday 1st January, this instruction material of the first lesson and this video lecture will be uploaded along with the assignment, first assignment. Okay. This much will be uploaded on 1st January, Friday. Okay. And then, and thanks to NPTEL, we have this main lecture video. Okay. And of course, it is already uploaded in a way, it is already there in the YouTube, we will simply link it here. Okay. And on Saturday and Sunday, here in that may or may not be L9, it may be some other lecture hall. Okay. So, Saturday, Sunday we will have classroom sessions which will concentrate on practice on this, okay, this one, and then whatever part of it we find after recording, whatever part of it, that also we will record. The way through the July to September course we recorded the main lectures, now we will record the tutorial sessions also, practice sessions also, and out of that 2 hours session, whatever we find in a position to be uploaded, we will try to upload it during by Tuesday or Wednesday we will upload it. This is not of great significance for you, this is primarily for the benefit of online participants. Okay. This is particularly for the benefit of online participants. Of course, you also can access it, okay, and if you miss 1 or 2 sessions here and there, then you can quickly look up that place to find out what happened. But this I am telling as a compensation measure, this is not a prescription. That is, the idea is not to happily go on missing classes with the intention of looking up the thing again there, because keep one thing very firmly in your mind, that looking up some class in the internet will never give you that advantage of class which you get in the classroom actually. Okay. So, those who come to the classroom will actually be most benefited, and from your sofa set looking at the thing in the internet is a very, very poor substitute for that. Okay. So, for online participants, by Tuesday, Wednesday we will try to upload whatever portions of this we find worth uploading. Okay. And then we will expect that after the lecture, after the demonstration, tutorial, practice, etc., everybody will be in a position to make a good, do a good job at this assignment, okay, and submit it by next Thursday, that is the immediate Thursday or Friday, okay. And Friday will be the deadline for the assignment. That is, whichever assignment was given on 1st January will be due on 8th January. After 8th January, we will not accept the assignments. Okay. And 8th January was the deadline of this assignment, and that means 9, 10, 11, 12 or 13. Next Tuesday, next Tuesday, Wednesday, 12 or 13, we upload the sample solutions of this assignment. Okay. And then 8th January, next Friday, we will upload the second lesson instruction material, second lesson video, assignments and sample questions, and so on. Assignment 2, okay, assignment 2 here. And like this, weekly sessions will go on, except that once in a while these sessions, these practice and tutorial sessions, once in a while will go a little ahead and behind, because some of the Saturday Sundays we will not hold classes, because when mid-sem exam and end-sem exam take place here, then IIT students will not be available, and apart from that these classrooms will not be available. Okay. And that is not a problem, because our 40 session, for our 40 session course we have 40 weekends. Even after throwing out some of those like that, we will still have something like 60 days in hand, okay, because 40 weekends means 80 days. Okay. So, even after throwing out the mid-sem and sem periods, we will still have at least 60 days in hand, okay, and 60 days will be actually more than enough for conducting 40 sessions. Okay. So, 40 days for 40 sessions would be just right, that would be very dangerous. Okay. So, 60 sessions for 60 days for 40 sessions will be more than enough. What we will do in those extra days? What do you suggest? What do you advise us to do? If we have 20 extra days in hand, what should we do with those? Not everybody will be happy with that. Okay. What we have planned is that some of the lessons, some of the sessions material is a little difficult. we have found through experience that participants typically find it difficult to follow that. That is, even after understanding, even after knowing what is to be done, while they do it, they go on making mistakes after mistakes, and it takes a little time for them to settle into the theme. So, in those sessions, in those extra hours, we will stretch the practice of those sessions which are difficult to grasp. Okay, there are some lessons which are a little peculiar. Second kind of utility of those extra hours is that we will conduct some speaking sessions, discussion hours. Okay, because many people, while they do a little practice on writing, at the time of speaking they simply do not start. Okay. So, we will conduct some speaking sessions during those extra hours. And there is a third one also. Once in a while we will insert some fun and games in those extra sessions, okay, contests like that. So, these are the three purposes for which we will use those extra 20 hours which we will get, and that scheduling we have to do so that our classroom sessions are always ahead of the online weekly schedule. That weekly schedule remains as it is, session 1, session 2, every week it goes on, and in the classroom once in a while we will go ahead, 2 sessions ahead of the online version, because whatever is done here is going to be uploaded for them. So, this one has to be first and they have to follow. Okay. So, this is what we will do. Like this, after 10 weeks we will finish module 1. Module 1 will end here, and then we will have one comprehensive test on module 1. This is something which was not there in the NPTEL course, and this is something which is needed. Okay. And along with the assignments of module 1, these 10 assignments, along with those 10 assignments, this comprehensive test on module 1, this will cover 10% weightage for the performance in the entire course. Okay. And then similarly, sessions 11, 12, 13, 14 will go on, that will cover module 2. After 20 sessions like that, module 2 will end here, and then there will be a comprehensive test on module 2, and along with its assignments, this will carry 10% weightage. And then what I am going to tell next, you have already guessed correctly, that after that similarly session 21, 22 etc. will go on till 30. After 30 sessions, module 3 will end, and there will be a comprehensive test on module 3, along with the module 3 assignments. This will carry 10% weightage. So, 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30% weightage done. Okay. Now, you cannot guess what is coming next, and I am going to tell you. Like that, after that session 31, 32, 33 etc. will go on till session 40, at the end of which there will be a comprehensive test on module 4, and this comprehensive test on module 4 along with its assignments will cover 20% of the weightage, not 10, because module 4 is really serious business. Okay. So, module 4 is serious business. So, this will cover 20% of the entire weightage, and after that on one fine Sunday or Saturday we will have a final examination. This will be quite serious business, and this will have 50% weightage. Somebody who does not appear in this has no question of passing the course. Okay. So, this is essential. Okay. And somebody who does only this and nothing else earlier has a very, very low chance of passing the course. Okay. So, this is essential, and this will be sometime around the end of October or early November. Okay. So, this is 50%. So, 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 plus 20, 50, that entire thing is 50, and this final exam will be 50. Okay. So, that is the plan. And before 1st January, that is this December, this month of December, what we will do? We will do module 0. And what is there in module 0? Module 0, as I told you, is a primer for the main course, and overall plan of module 0 is this. In module 0, there is no assignment to be submitted. Of course, classes are going to be conducted daily, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Where is the scope of doing homework or assignment? So, there is no homework or assignment. Okay. So, in fact, this time we will avoid this also. Typically, in module 0, we have a benchmarking test on a simple checklist. This time we will not go through that test, because we will have enough tests throughout the course, and we will spend some time on letters. Okay. And tomorrow onwards, every day there will be a standard pattern of activities in the class here in module 0. First, roughly for 20 minutes, there will be a session of reading and oral interpretation, and then there will be 2 little segments on classwork. Okay. Both are written. Okay. So, some words will be covered here. In the first session, that is tomorrow, the collection of words will be covered before this. Okay. And next time onwards, the collection, the learning of collection of words will be conducted at the place where it is written. Okay. So, there will be 2 little classwork sessions, classwork A and classwork B. Okay. Both roughly for 10 minutes. Okay. In classwork A, there will be a few sentences spoken by the instructor orally and in Hindi, in the common local language. Okay. And participants are supposed to write the English version of that, okay, a few sentences. And then the B part, in the B part, a few words will be given and participants will be asked to make meaningful sentences out of those words. So, these will be roughly 10 minutes and 10 minutes, 20 minutes duration. This is the only classwork which is written. Okay. Beyond that, what else is there? Learning a collection of words, roughly 20 minutes. Learning a type of sentences, 10 minutes, only 10 minutes, because this is basically instructor intensive part, in which the instructor outlines how that kind of sentences are constructed, and then the real practice session starts. The instructor will tell a lot of sentences of that type in English, and participants will orally give the Hindi version. This is roughly for 10 minutes, and then the opposite. The instructor will tell a number of such sentences in Hindi, and orally participants are going to tell the English version. This is perhaps another 10 minutes, and then there will be a little board work. Participants may be called to the board, and the same practice goes on. The instructor tells the sentence in Hindi, the participant writes in English, and when somebody, one of the participants tells something or writes something, others will be asked whether that is correct. If not, then others will be correcting it. Okay. So, the entire class should get involved with the process, and at the end, the notes that the participants have made, if there are any corrections to be made, that will be followed here. You see, this I am outlining not only for the benefit of those participants who are here in order to improve their English, but also for the benefit of those teachers who would like to emulate this system. And this is roughly 110 minutes. Next day, another collection of words, another type of sentence, another collection of words, another type of sentence. Like that, 18 days will go on. So, module 0 has just this: an introductory session, 18 practice sessions, and 1 concluding session. Okay. So, 20 days. So, December 2nd to December 30, with the exception of 25 December. Okay. So, 25th December is holiday, so that day we will not have class. Okay. So, exactly 20 sessions we will get. So, after today, 18 sessions of such practice and then a concluding session. Okay. No assignment, no homework. Okay. Only homework is to learn the matter whatever was done in class. Okay. And next day's classwork will be actually based on that. Okay. And this is useful for participants for whom the pace of main course may be fast, and this is also useful for teachers as guideline for initiating a class of particularly weak background. Okay. So, in school, if some teacher finds that her students in the class are very sharp, very smart, okay, and in good currency, then she can directly introduce module 1. On the other hand, if she thinks that they will not be able to take it as it is, because module 1 itself also has a lot of material to be covered fast, then maybe this year I give the students module 0 and next year I will give them module 1. Okay. So, module 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is actually ideal for most of the schools for standard 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, that by the time they finish 8, they know practical English and they can score a TOEFL score of B. So, that is the idea. Okay. So, in module 0, in fact, also in module 1, the first thing is this. Is this visible? This is the script, okay, italics version of Roman script. This is supposed to be written by hand. Okay. So, when you write with your hand, with a pen or pencil, then these are the letters how you should write, okay, and connect them. So, when you write cat, this cat, car, ball, bed, this is the connected version of the letters. Okay. And these are the two typical sentences which are given for practice. Pack my box with 5 dozen liquor jugs. This is one sentence. Another sentence is the quick brown fox jumps right over the lazy dog. What is so special about these two sentences? All the 26 letters appear in that. Okay. When you write something, what is the secret of clear writing? What condition your writing should fulfill so that it is clear? आप जब लिखते हैं तो किस तरह से लिखने पर क्या आप अपने दिमाग में रखें, कौन सी बात दिमाग में रखें, तो जब आप लिखेंगे तो लिखावट आपकी साफ दिखाई देगी. कौन बताएगा? I will tell you a very simple process. This we will upload anyway, okay, and take a print of this, okay, and then take a ruler, scale and a pencil and try to draw lines like this. Between W and H, try to draw a line parallel to this line of W and this line of H, and then parallel to that draw another line between H and A, between A and T, between I and is. You will see that from here to here, through parallel lines you can separate all the letters. So, I and you may be neighbors, okay, but I will not encroach upon your land and you do not trespass on my land. Okay. So, that is the condition for a peaceful existence of a society. So, the same thing is here, that is for clear writing, the condition is that your writing should be such that all the letters are separable through parallel lines like that. In cursive writing, the letters are a little tilted like this. I mean, seeing from my side it is like this. So, when you see from your side it will be like this, and therefore, the parallel lines should make a little angle with the vertical, okay. And that is what is written here. What is the secret of clear writing? Answer is separation of letters. So, if you do that, then your writing will be clearly readable, okay, and that is important, because you might write something which is important and which may be necessary for somebody to read through and understand. On that somebody's life may depend, okay. So, always assume that what you are writing is very important, okay, and somebody's life is going to depend on that. With that understanding in your mind, write clear, so that anybody looking at it immediately knows that the only way to save the life of these 100 people is to quickly go to that northwest corner of the room and open that door, so that the gas goes out. This is what you have written. Okay. What did I say? I said the only way to save the life of these 100 people is to go to the northwest corner of the hall and open the door. Got the point? This should be written clearly. The only way to save the lives of these 100 people is to quickly go to the northwest corner of the hall and open the door. It's very important message. When you write that, it should be so clear that somebody looking at it immediately knows, oh, northwest, northwest, run. Okay. So he runs to the northwest corner and opens it. If he spends 7 minutes in order to read it out, then by the time out of those 100 lives, 37 will be lost. Okay. So always assume, always imagine that what you are writing is very, very important. Give a lot of importance to your own work, then only the rest of the world will give importance to your work. Okay. So this we are uploading, and take a print of it, and if you are not already writing cursive, then make a point to practice cursive writing. Okay. And don't say that, oh no, in this age it is not possible. It is actually possible. I have seen some people who at the age of 32 have tried this, and now they are writing smooth, cursive, clear English at a very good speed. Okay, so this is certainly possible.
So how long may take?
Oh, within December you will be master of cursive writing at least. Okay, so all those practice session things of module 0, if you do in cursive writing, make a point in your mind. I am telling this December, you can master it within 10 days. Okay. So it is very easy. Just follow this process, this one page thing very clearly, that this is how it has to be done. And when you write other things, when you write other things, at that time also you remember. Okay. So then you make a point. So for example, another thing which many of you might implement in your home, that okay, this month in this particular society we are going to speak in English. Wrong English? Fine, but we will speak in English. Only by starting with wrong English speaking, there will be a day when you will be speaking correct English. All of us have done that. Okay. There was a time when we used to make mistakes, but then only because we made those mistakes, now we do not make so many mistakes. Okay. So don't be afraid of doing something wrong, but keep in mind that I will do it. Okay. So within 10-15 days you will see that you are getting a lot of cursive things correct. Okay. And through practice you will get it. There is no problem. Any questions? No? So till now I have told you what is our agenda in this course. First I told you what will be our agenda for over a year till November next year, and then specifically I told you what will be our agenda in module 0 in this month, and what is the agenda of English proficiency program in general. Okay. What we will do is that our intention is to use these two weapons. One is this TOEFL, Test of English as a Functional Language, and one is this entire course. By offering this again and again in the classroom and online, we want to habituate the people of this country to a particular standard of English learning and teaching. And over years, over 5 to 10 years, we do not preclude the possibility of a situation when this becomes a standard, when if somebody goes for a job, he is asked, so have you taken the EPP TOEFL? What is your score in the EPP TOEFL? Okay. When some teacher, new teacher applies for a job in a school, the principal should ask, what is your score in EPP TOEFL? And if the new applicant says that my score was D, then the principal should ask, after that did you take the EPP course, EPP PELT course? No, then she should not get the job. Okay.
Is it existing or it is planned?
This is the plan. Okay. So we want to habituate the society to a particular standard, and through the years we intend to maintain the standard. That is, we are not going to give a TOEFL score of B to somebody whose English is actually of D category. Okay. So we are not in the mood of passing a large number of people in order to make the course popular. We have absolutely no business in making the course popular if that means a dropping of the standard, dropping of quality. Rather, we want to define the standard, okay, so that beyond a point, after 5 to 10 years, not now, having a EPP TOEFL score of A will be a matter of prestige. Okay. So through repeated executions in the classroom and online, we want to, create a benchmark standard of that kind. So when that happens, then we will rest assured that now we can feel confident that our children of the next generations will have a proper background of English because of that culture. Okay. So among you people, particularly among the men, when they were boys, how you used to look at somebody who doesn't know cycling? साइकिल चलाना नहीं आता है. So I mean, it only if it comes to that, कि तुमको EPP score B नहीं आया, TOEFL score B नहीं आया. So only when it comes to that stage, then it will become necessary for people. I mean, I am not telling that our TOEFL has to be that well known. It is not necessary, but something similar. Something similar. So somebody who has not heard of our EPP, but somebody through other sources, if he has attained a standard equivalent to our B standard, then it is good enough. Okay. So, but some such standard should be there. Otherwise, with very poor English background also, children are so happily getting 75 marks in English exams that there is no need among people to learn English from that side in childhood. But then when you go for real work, then you find that your ways are stuck. Okay. So in taking admission in professional courses, engineering, medical, law or whatever, nowhere English is necessary. But if your English background is poor, then you are not going to succeed in doing a good job at them. In order to do a good job, you need it, but it is not mentioned as necessary. There is a little bit of politics also in that, but that is fact. Okay. So this is our long-term agenda, and of course, I told you that thanks to NPTEL, we have this material, and now that we are getting our module 0 material recorded, and our practice sessions also will get recorded for this module 0 of December, and then Tuesday, Wednesday uploads these practice sessions of modules 1, 2, 3, 4. That is thanks to TechKeep, Technical Education Quality Improvement Program of IIT Kanpur, and those people from the TechKeep are sitting there and trying to record our business of this class, so that our program is not limited to those people who are in a classroom only, so that it can go beyond the classroom and address the entire country. Okay. Any other question? No? Okay. Thank you. So tomorrow we meet here again at 3 p.m. For the rest of the month, we continue that practice over all the working days. Thank you. Good night.